We are less than an hour away, boys, from a tip-off to the national championship, where the Florida Gators are playing tonight, boys. We are playing for a national championship. When we started this channel, way back when, these are what you live for. As a fan, as a creator, this is what you hope for. This is what you grind it out for, boys. This is what makes the tough times sweeter. Makes it all worth it. I know we got one more game, we got one more step, but you got to do me one thing tonight, boys. It's the last game, regardless of what happens, we all go home. We're going to scream, we're going to yell, we're going to curse, but we got to appreciate it. These are tough to play in. They are tough to get to. Don't forget that. Soak it all in. I've been soaking in the last 48 hours to the best of my ability, boys. And if things go the way we want them to go, I promise you, I'll soak that in a little bit more. Let's have a ball. The first natty game with the High Top fam. Something special. Something's been brewing. The Angels have been there. They've been there one way or another. Drink is in hand. The Lucky Cup's here. We thought we lost it. Was in shambles earlier, not going to lie. The champ's late. I got to get him a clock. But we'll wait on him. Champ can be late. It is Champ's Corner on a championship kind of night, boys and girls. Appreciate this. Soak it in. Love it for what it is. The fans have turned out in Gainesville. Wrapped around streets, wrapped around buildings, camping out in tents to watch it at a restaurant, the Swamp. It just means more here, boys. Titletown, USA. We've been itching for a long damn time for this. 20 years, boys. 20 years went by fast. I'll tell you that. We've been hanging on for 20 years for quite some time. Give us something else to talk about, boys. Come together. You know, someone was talking with a buddy today. Walter Clayton, first All-SEC All-American for the Florida Gators. And you think, like, well, that's crazy with how good, you know, some iconic teams that have come through Florida. And I go, look, you think about it. When you think about that 07, 06, 07 team, that team was a team. When you talk about that team, you talk about it in groups. Talk about Billy. Talk about Brewer. Talk about Joe Kim Noah, Al Horford, right? You talk about a unit. Each individual have their own ability. Don't get it twisted. And this team has a unit. You got Thomas Houck coming in big. Elijah Martin, a.k.a. Aaron Martin, doing his thing. Willie Wee, Free Willie, doing his thing. Condon having moments from time to time. Ruben delivering you the Ruben sandwich last night. Urban throughout the season. Right? There's names. But then there's one guy. There's a guy that you want, that every team usually has, and that's what makes this team special. You got a guy in Walter Clayton Jr. that has been absolutely unconscious this tournament. Playing like I've never seen anybody play in my entire life. Playing like their hair is on fire. Being compared to some of the greats when it comes to playing in this March Madness tournament. It's right there. It's for the taking. We talked about it last night with Eric Fawcett. Phenomenal conversation with him. Talked about this Houston team, right? How great they've been over the last 5 to 6 years. But necessarily their basketball, the way that it plays out, doesn't do well in the tournament. It just goes to show you it's hard to get here. We've been down the road. We have tasted defeat. We were smelling defeat against Texas Tech. We were sweating balls against UConn. We've tasted all of it. We've got one more piece of cake to taste. And that's that natty tonight, boys. I'm afraid for the neighborhood tonight. I'm afraid for Gainesville in the good kind of way. I'm not ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to hang out with the boys all night long. Whew. What is good, chat? 140 strong. The O-Dome is at max capacity. I don't know why they didn't fill up the Swamp. But neither here nor there. Let's call Mr. Ware Harris and see what happened. He said he was dialed in. Oh, now he was waiting for me. He likes to come in fashionably late. He loves an entrance. This guy loves an entrance. I mean, what would... Hold on. Oops. Sorry, boys. Where is he? Where is the man? This man loves an entrance. Hey, thanks for joining us, Steven.
Hey, yeah, my mic wasn't working, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm here, though. What's going on, baby?
Mr. Harris, we got to talk about it, man. We don't want to take too long tonight. We don't have much planned for this.
I know, man. I know. Big day, baby. Big day.
How we feeling? Champs Corner, Champs Night.
Man, I feel great, man. I'm pumped up. You see, I'm ready to go, man. Gator down. I think these boys pull it off, man. Played great last game. Being down 8 at the half. We let their big man get the best of us the first half, but it's something about this team. We just resilient and we got energy, kid. I feel like teams that have big guys, they get to take advantage for a little while, but by the time that second half roll around, we start wearing them down and they can't keep up with the pace. And that's what I like about us.
Look, depth has been a big component that I've wrote on all season. Depth is massive, but in these tournaments you can get hot and feel it. Look, the crunchy crab, the crusty crab from Maryland, they were able to go strong with their 5. But obviously we were able to wither away because not a lot of teams are built like this Florida team. And I've seen some clicks. Eric talked about it last night with Houston. Their practices consist of just basically wrestling. Like it's basically back to Swamp Kings days. And they're gritty. They're gritty. But I got to tell you, this Florida team's gritty too.
Yeah, no, I heard Eric, you said his name was?
Eric Fawcett, yeah. The man.
Yeah, Eric Fawcett. Yeah, I heard the show last night. Some good insight that he gave. And I agree. It seemed like Houston did that to Duke. They just out hustled them towards the end there. And it was like Duke didn't have an answer. And they were relying on one person, Cooper Flag, to bring them home. But I think with Florida, we have a guy that could bring us home no matter what. I just believe at that guard position, what he can do, how he can attack the basket, the 3-point, make it better. I believe he's better than Cooper Flag to me as a player. No shot at Cooper Flag, but I feel like we wouldn't have missed that shot coming down to the end. But Florida just has so many weapons, guys that get it done when they're needed, and it comes at different times of the game. You don't never expect it when Elijah Martin's gonna get a steal and bring the juice. We just overall the way they play, the tenacity, the speed and the pace is they just believe. I feel like they believe they're never out of it.
They've got it all. They've got a lot of guys that you can go to and count on. And look, Broome was the Auburn guy. And when that flame went out, you saw them wobbling, right? You saw them starting to struggle a little bit, and they kind of need to build off him. This team, when Walter was a little slow, and I say slow lightly, guys picked it up. House picked it up every step of the way. Elijah, like you said, is just been the guy to kind of set the flames on fire. And Condon, look, we were harsh on him last night, but a big time charge and all of them have lived up to the moment. Even Ruben. Big step up, man. Like the fact that you can point to moments where these guys did their thing makes you feel good going into it. Look, I don't like to, people ask how you feeling. Everyone's like, you should be happy you're playing Houston. You should be happy for the matchup. This team's gone through their own set of gauntlets. They've gone through their own set of challenges.
Sure.
I don't like to think that, hey, like, I'm not going to doubt. We've been on that side. I'm confident in my boys, but I'm not going to sit here and doubt it. Them boys are going to be ready to go. It's matchups. You never know what's going to happen. But I love this team. I'm ready to. If I had to pick a team who I'm going to ride with, I know which team I'm picking, and I'm glad I'm glad I got my team on my side tonight.
No, for sure. To me, Duke, I picked Duke to make it for Florida and Duke on my side, but Houston, just watching how scrappy they were, something about that game. I was watching it with a buddy. I said, man, don't count Houston out. Just because the style of play in which Duke played, trying to go through one guy the whole game, it don't last when you're going against a team. And Houston is a team. They play unselfish ball. That's why they're relentless on defense. And they take a group of unselfish guys to play great defense. I don't know if people are talking about their offense, but they made some big shots. So I think when the time come down to it, this matchup for me, I believe Florida's the better team overall. I think it would have been a tougher matchup with Duke, just because of their size. Florida, we got size as well. We're very deep, but we didn't have the size of Tennessee or the size of Duke. So I think that kind of, with that them being able to play inside out on us would have hurt us more with Duke. But I think this matchup is just going to be a scrappy matchup. But I believe towards maybe 7 minute mark in the second half, we start to pull away. Just for offensive power. I don't think defensively. I believe Houston is still going to be there attacking us, but I don't think they'll put up enough offensive wise to withstand the blow.
Look, the boys, and again, I think defensively, Florida's been challenged every step of the way since that UConn game. And I think you kind of hit it again, going back to the depth. You got to feel good that, look, this is a gritty team and they can kind of wear and tear you down. But Florida's got the depth, and they've been battle tested this entire tournament as well, which is, again, a lot of the key things that why people are feeling good about it. But again, it's still a 1-point spread. Vegas doesn't feel as confident about it. They felt more confident about Florida versus Auburn. So you got to take all those things into consideration going into tonight. And again, it's clean slate.
It's one game. One game left, man. You can put it all on the line. And then it's basketball. Sometimes you get. Hey, what's up, Tim?
Hey, tell him what time is it?
Go Gators.
What time is it? Gator.
Gator time.
Yeah, baby. Hey, tell him go Gators and chomp chomp.
Go Gators.
Do it. Put it out there. Put it chomp chomp.
Go Gators, baby.
Chomp chomp. Gators by a million, baby.
Okay. I love it.
Gators by a million, baby.
I love it.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Ain't nothing better than a future Gator kid.
Chomp chomp. Give me smooch. Baseball. Hey, give me smooch.
He need a matching overalls.
I know. So, go Gators and good night.
Good night.
Go Gators.
Good night. Go Gators.
Love you. Hey, you gonna be champion tomorrow?
Hey.
Champion tomorrow.
Yeah, championship tomorrow.
Baby. That's good.
Baby Hot Top. Salute the Baby Hot Top, man.
That's the man. I'm debating whether or not I wake him up if the boys get it done to go.
Hey, you might not have a choice. You might be yelling all through the house.
I'm either the cops are getting called or the kids waking up. One or the other. I don't think HOA is ready for this one, boys. I got to tell you.
The garage about to be lit tonight. You in the garage with?
Yeah, I'll be in the garage in a minute. Yeah, that's what we got.
Okay.
Quick show so we got to move everything over. I might have a heart attack before that, but
I figure so. It's
$5 from High Top Brook.
Man, best champ corner Monday, championship game tonight is only right. Why not have a champ on before the championship game just to stir the pot up a little bit, baby.
It's poetic. The champ on. You were there for the last one too. I mean,
for sure.
The Angels in the outfield, boys. It just.
Man, listen, yeah.
Give it to me.
I'm probably gonna pull up on Riveters like around halftime down in Tampa. If anybody's in Tampa, a lot of local Tampa Gator club people normally go there to watch the game. Last time was my first time going. I got there right after halftime. It was lit though. It was nice, man. They had a section in there. I felt like they were at the game.
Oh yeah, you get in the right watch party.
They can't hear you, bro. They can't hear you. They in the defense. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, we're at the game here too. I promise you, they can feel it.
No,
boys.
Sure.
High Top Brook, $5. Gators by a billion. The bean drinking since noon. Look, boys. Quick shout out to the sponsor.
Right, so it shows.
quick shout out to the sponsor, FOCO, boys. We got the Gator cap rocking. I'll be rocking the overalls and Pop's hat, Grandpa's hat here for the game, of course. But look, they've been rocking with us this entire time. I can't say much more, but I got something to cook with FOCO that I'm pumped about. But boys and girls, check them out. Link is in the description. Use the code, of course, HIGHTOP15. The overalls, I don't think they're getting there in time, but I'm pumped for the overall photos. We got Stephen Harris, and I got something pumped up for the overalls, but still plenty of great gear to get in on. Again, use that code HIGHTOP15. Links in the description. You can't use that code on pre-order stuff or anything that's been already discounted, but everything else free to get after it with that code and get 15% off. So get after it, boys. Shout out to FOCO. Been riding with us all season, or all basketball season, anyways.
FOCO, shout out to FOCO. Shout out to Lane Chain. Shout out to Riley Head.
Yes.
Shout out to the
Lane Chains.
Gators. You know, yeah.
Love
It's
for
all
everybody.
love.
Let's get to the chat. 180 strong. Let's see how the boys are feeling. We got Ben Forbes. Are you streaming the game tonight? I will be. We'll be live here, and we're gonna flip the switch into the garage. We rocking. Count top. We're gonna shut the haters up. The Weatherman Gators. Scark Go Gators. Riveters. Haley Griffiths. She's from old Tampa. She knows what's up.
You say Riveters?
Yeah. They're from my
Yeah,
buddies.
Riveters, man. Pulling up. I'll be
Muddy,
there in about 45 minutes.
She'll be asleep for sure. Muddy says the GOAT and the other two guys talking about little man. Gator time, baby. Gators by a billion. Gator kids, stay hot. Go Gators,
Yeah.
baby champ. I'm seeing all Houston on my TVs.
Top
Everyone
boys
picking Houston.
Stay hot. Gator boys stay hot.
Everyone picking Houston.
I
Is that
can't
the
wait,
vibes?
man. Huh?
Oh, Jax904 says I love how the media continues to doubt the Gators. That's what's happening right now? They picking Florida
Yeah.
or picking Houston?
Give us some bulletin board material right now. I like it right before the game.
I don't think they need any more, man. I think, look, there was a moment, which I love, like we've seen other teams, we've seen Kirby and those guys have the locker room moment. You've been hearing about the murmurs of the Todd Golden halftime speech, the F's, the F-bombs, the F-U, the if you ready to be about it, be about it. And I love it. I love seeing that fire from Todd. I think, look, kudos to him, man. I think taking down your predecessor and Bruce Pearl, that's a big hurdle, man. This guy, look, you got to look. I know Florida was the number one overall, not the number one seed, but you take down the two-time defending national champion. Okay, you take down a crab 5 Maryland team with one of the top players in the country and Queen. Again, not as what's up?
Yeah, even when we got our bracket being number one, everybody was posting, "Oh, look who they got to go through. Oh, you guys aren't gonna make it." La la la. They were talking so much trash, saying that our side was so hard to make it through, and look where we at now. You know what I mean? Them guys were resilient, and that just proves that. To me, we're the best team, bro. We're the best team. We faced the stiffest competition. Then being in the SEC, which was the greatest conference this year in basketball, we always the greatest conference in football. So the SEC is just running the show. We play in that. We go through that gauntlet every year with both of our teams, and so for them to pull it out, to have close games, nail biters, but show up, just shows the resiliency of those guys. It shows the tenacity of the coach, and even during the last game, like when we make mistakes and those guys come to the sideline, he's scowling at those guys, like he's looking at them like he want to tear them up, man. Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, but just that energy that he gives off. So I'm not surprised by the halftime speeches. I'm not surprised, but those guys expect it. They expect more out of themselves. So whenever he's getting on them, they already know what's coming.
It took down the Coach of the Year too, and Bruce Pearl, SEC Coach of the Year. I think Broom was nominated or won, or I think maybe it was Flag. One of those, both those guys were nominated, or one of them won AP Player of the Year. So great talent there. And look, what the SEC did a good job of, and I said this throughout the season, that there's a lot of teams that brought a lot of flavors to challenge. And I said this, like, look, guys, don't get frustrated. We're testing things. Mizzou brought a different style that challenged us early on.
You did.
Kentucky,
You said that earlier.
Yeah. Listen, I know a thing or two. Houston brought the kind of the fire, or Kentucky, excuse me, early on in the season, kind of where one guy can get hot. You learn how to overcome that. They were to come back and choked and learned a lot about themselves. Like, hey, we got to get better at free throws. Then you got Tennessee. They're the top 10 ranked defense in the country. So we played a really good defensive team. You played a really good, the number one overall team twice in Auburn. Houston will be the highest rated defensive team, but this SEC provided a lot of flavors, and Florida went through all those flavors and came out on top most of the time. And now they've got one last flavor, but they've tested a little bit of this flavor with Tennessee, not to the same level, right? But at least it's not complete unaware. Like sometimes you go through these tournaments and you play in the style of your conference, and it could be just one style of ball. SEC was really well versed, which I think helped for the SEC success in general.
Yeah, well, a game can catch you off guard. But like you said, we've played through the different types of teams. Any style you could possibly have, we faced it, and we faced it at the highest level.
Sure.
From a team that presents it. And understanding Houston defense is rated number one, but they're number one outside of the SEC. So to me, our number one defense in the SEC is better than Houston's number one defense, from my perspective. Looking at it, so I don't think
Houston beat that team though. I hear you.
Yeah, they did. Well, you look how it panned out, and then that team is not like we
Same
are
style of team
offensively.
though. Same style of
Yeah,
team, so it's a
for
little
sure.
different. Like that. My point doesn't really support that because again, your two defensive guys come ahead. Your point was Houston is highly rated on defense, but what offense are they going up against? Tennessee is more known for a defense. So my point wasn't the greatest, but
Dang, I won. I won.
You won. I'll give you that one. Point Harris. Point Harris. Point Harris. You're down like 20 with the
Finally.
LeBron thing, so I got to throw a few to keep this thing close.
Well, and win somewhere is a silver liner for me. I look at the bright side.
Well, listen, Harris. Let's not keep these boys any longer. We got 30 minutes till tip off, man. I just want to say, man. I love you. Let's have some fun.
Love you too, kid.
All right, let's enjoy it.
Go Gators, baby.
Go Gators, big guy.
This W, baby. Let's get this.
This is what you wait for. It's a holidays, okay? I'm not gonna have lights on at the house.
Show's gonna be amazing after the game. I will be on the call-in show.
We might not go to bed
after we win. Yeah, it's all right. We'll be all right. I'll see y'all at 7 a.m.
The show goes on. Hey, you ain't got to get up if you don't go to bed. You know what I'm saying, boys and girls?
Right.
Hey, the motto of them all: ice my veins, blood of my. What did he say? What did he say?
Go Gators.
No, God, I gotta ice my veins. Ice in my veins, blood on my stool. I think what it was. I don't know. It was a banger the other night. It got me rolling. But y'all be good.
Go Gators, baby.
Peace and love, baby.
All right, boss man.